All praise and glory to Yahweh Bashin Yahshua Bashin Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostle Great Millstone. Citation I can teach all true sincerity. This gonna be called Slaki if I didn't say double honors to the elder apostle Great Millstone. Citation I can teach all truth and sincerity. This can be called Israelites will look like the heathens. Um, so I'm gonna get this video on. This is basically for educational purposes. Um, um, this is not. Uh, this is strictly educational purposes. So this is a video. I'm just saying, you see the soul in this man's voice. He's singing uh Bruno Mars song 24K 24K Magic. I know the chorus and beat of this song so well, and he's singing it so smoothly. And this dude that has this pink hair, this red black striped shirt, this his style and his the way he sings, he ultimately he may look like an Edomite, but he's a Jake. He's Jake. Wherever tribe of Israel he come from through his father's lineage, um, he's straight Jake. Like you cannot deny it. I can't deny it either. You know, uh,
Oh my God.
yeah, yeah,
Come on.
yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna read the scripture. This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 64. It says, "And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, neither which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And Israel have been scattered across the earth, um, all through the four nations. Slacky, all scattered, all across the four corners of the earth. We get this other scripture, Jeremiah 17, Slacky, Jeremiah 17:4. It says, "And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever." So we discontinue from our heritage, as a people, and also we discontinue from looking like the average authentic Israelite. We don't look like as a people, us being scattered amongst these heathens. We're not gonna look like dark skin with afro or have like particular features of what we used to have when we were all Israel were in the same land. When King David, King Saul, and King Solomon were in power. You know, we're not gonna have those type of same features, those type of same ways and looks. You know, when we were in our land. You know, us being scattered across the four corners of the earth, once we're in those lands of the heathen of our enemies, we're going to mate with a heathen that's not an Israelite woman, and that child's gonna come out looking like her family, or it's gonna come out looking like us. Either way, it's still of the lineage of the nation of Israel. No matter what the mom look like, it matters on the man's seed line. You know, I'm gonna go to James and James 1 verse 1. It says, "James, the servant of the Most High of Yahweh, of the Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Readings, because even back then, when we were in the East, we were living amongst heathens. We were living in Asia. We were living in Egypt. We were living in Greece, Rome, other different parts of those different lands over in the East. And we were living amongst heathens, and 9 times out of 10, Israelite men did not all the time deal with the Israelite women in those lands. 9 times out of 10, they dealt with the heathen women, and those children were still considered Israelites. You know, because it's all about uh, this Numbers 1:18. Numbers 1:18 says, "And they assembled all the congregation together in the first day of the second month. They declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, by their polls." So you know, it always was about the man's lineage. It wasn't about the woman's lineage. That's why in Egypt, when we were in captivity, the Pharaoh tried to kill off the men, kill off our young boys, because if they killed off all the men of Israel, the nation of Israel would be no more. You know, and if they killed off all the men and took the women, the nation of Israel would be no more. But that did not happen because we're still here today as a nation. So I'm gonna go to another scripture. Um, Hosea 7:8. Um, Hosea 7:8. It says, "Ephraim, he have mixed himself among the people, and Ephraim is a cake not turned." And Ephraim, the tribe of Ephraim, is the head of the northern kingdom, and the tribe of Ephraim is the so-called Puerto Ricans, and the so-called Puerto Ricans, they're either very dark skinned, or they're very light skinned. Because there are very dark skinned Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico. And the same with in Mexico. There's very dark skinned Mexicans who are the tribe of Issachar. There's very dark skinned Cubans who are the tribe of Manasseh, who is um yeah. Um I'm just saying that Israel come in all different shades of brown, in all different shades what's the word? Let me get that scripture. It says a speckled bird. This is Jeremiah, because we're a speckled bird. Every bird does not look the same. There are birds that are all dark skinned, black, brown birds, and there's also birds that have many colors in their feathers. And that's the same with Israel. We come in all different shades, many different looks. You're not gonna have an Israelite that looks is very dark skinned and has an apple, and there's gonna be Israelites that come having different looks and different textures of hair, but they still go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Their father lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, it says Jeremiah 12:9. It says, "My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds around about are against her. Come ye assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour." Because there's also Israelites amongst the Moabites, amongst the Ammonites, you know, and also there's Israelites amongst the East Indians, and there's Israelites amongst Esau, Edom, especially amongst the Jewish people. So, you're not going to have Israelites that look like the authentic so-called dark-skinned woolly hair, because there's also Edomites that are dark-skinned with woolly hair, like Tia and Tamara, and which those are tares. They look like Jake, but they're not Jake, you know. So you're not gonna have, and you can have an Israelite that looks like a white person, and a so-called white person, because really Esau is red, he's not white, and just like Israel, we're different shades of brown, we're not black, um, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Matthew 13, and This Matthew 13 verse 36. It says, then Yahushua sent the multitude away, went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. Children of the wicked one. The enemy that soweth them is the devil, and the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Because if you read a little bit up, he told them not to gather up the tares, because you can gather up the wheat also, because there are Jake Slocky, there are Jake that are amongst the heathen that look like the heathen, and there's also heathens amongst Jake that look like Jake, that you would think are Jake, but they're really not Jake. And then you also were wondering why they don't have no salt. You know, because their father's lineage has no salt. Because Jake automatically know from the video I just showed you, that dude that was singing that song, he has salt, he has flavor, and that and like um it says in Matthew, we're the salt of the earth. Um, as a people, we give the earth um, its flavor as a people, and also, you know, um, the angels are going to what's the word? Tell us for real who is the tear and who was the wheat. Like, we can know through the spirit, if you look like a heathen, if you're a Jake or not. But if we have a clear understanding when the angels come and what's the word? Automatically tell us, oh, this is a tear, this is a heathen, and this is an Israelite. Even if the Jake looks like a heathen, the angels will automatically know, um, with their eyes, that this is Jake and this is not Jake. You know, this is an Israelite and this is not an Israelite. Um, I'm gonna go to one more scripture right quick. This is Isaiah 11 verse 12. It says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from four corners of the earth. Because when Yahushua comes back, he's gonna gather all the Israelites and bring them all back to the nation, to the land of Israel. He's gonna gather first and foremost the elected nation of Israel, and you know, bring back the Israelites to the land of Israel. You know, so I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna say all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Bashim Kakadash, the one still the apostle, great millstone. That takes you, I can teach all truth.